These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside.
Good morning, Skippy. How are you today?
I am great. Josh, how's the sound today?
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, beautiful. It's such a great day. It's a good day to have a great day.
I don't know
Hoping
if anybody
everybody
else can hear us. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping everybody. Well, I'm
I
hoping nobody hears us.
I hope
Nobody.
everybody hears us except for Chad. That's the goal.
He probably won't hear us. He's deaf as a doorknob anyway, so it's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
So
Anyway, how's life?
great.
I'm just researching the Square kiosk. In case you wanted to know.
For self-serve?
Yeah,
For
interesting.
self-order taking?
Yeah. Oh, please. Yes. Anyway.
I thought you were going to expand on your
Well,
kiosk.
so the only reason I was looking at it was for the cafe. It'd be kind of neat. I mean, it's going to be counter service anyway, but you really just need an iPad, and it's like $150 for the hardware. It's not bad. Oh, then I saw this. Ooh, $50 a month per device.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, okay, interesting.
How much is it going to cost you to have a person standing there?
A little bit, but it doesn't take cash. It only takes card. So I still have to have somebody there for cash anyway.
And how do you upsell?
You do not.
Yeah. Sorry. My hand.
You do not. So it's just an interesting little piece of stuff here.
Just a little piece of stuff.
Yeah, just interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Glad Squares.
I would go with like a touchscreen TV though versus the iPad, just so it's a little bit bigger.
I don't know if you could.
Why not?
Because the iPad, along with is built into the kiosk. It's a yeah.
So they actually have it in a podium type of thing.
That is one thing you can buy. Correct. They have the angled wall mounts, the flat wall mounts, and countertop mounts, along with a VESA mount.
Yeah.
Please hold screen.
Okay. But is it an app on the iPad?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
It's an app. It is an app on an iPad.
So you 100% could use a TV.
No, I don't believe you can because it has to be touchscreen.
Yeah, they make touchscreen TVs.
Oh, see what I'm talking about? There's an
Yeah.
iPad.
I understand what you're saying.
But hold on. This part right here. How would they pay?
Okay.
That is the part the iPad right there fits into said system.
Okay.
There you go. Bigger picture. So I don't know if now here's the thing. When we went to the Detroit Shipping Company, a food hall in Detroit, there was a team, a restaurant there that had a large TV or a large ordering menu. I looked. It was kind of like this, where they had a TV and then they had the Square terminal right next to it, which I thought was kind of neat too. Kind of looked like the Taco Bell ones. But anyway.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, I just came across it. I'm like, hey, neato. But then you have to buy a new iPad because I don't have a smaller one. Doesn't take the 12-inch, only takes the 11-inch.
Story of my life.
I know.
But
Always too small.
I don't even have an iPad.
Always too small.
Good morning, Justin and Fran, listening, watching on the YouTube.
We gotta get Justin on.
Are we gonna start this fight already?
No, not at all.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
I hope Fran's having a great day.
Oh God, yeah, suck up to your mom.
I have to.
You're still out of the will.
I'm the only one in the will. She's told me numerous times when I die that what she's given me is her debt. Great, thanks.
Crippling debt.
No, Mom's good. Anyway, how was your week?
Great. We did $500 yesterday. That was
Excuse me?
500. 2 zeros.
Okay. So
Justin's been swamped. Thanks for asking, he said.
Sure he has.
But it was raining all day.
It was. It was raining there. We didn't have rain until like 4.
I flipped my sign at 11:45. It started raining at 11:46. It stopped at about 6 o'clock and just switched to like a drizzle. But we're also kind of feeling out that location too. It's the Trail Point Road.
Oh, Trail Point. Yeah.
So Sundays is not their busiest day of the week. We knew that, but we've had some. I'm okay with days. I mean, look, we're not at $1,200, $1,300 days. It was pretty common in the spring. We weren't sure what football was going to do. We've talked about this the last couple of weeks. Not really a sports bar type atmosphere. There were some people there though watching the game, which was nice yesterday.
Just imagine if you had an awning.
It wouldn't have mattered. There was no one there.
No.
There's
nobody inside. Is what
there
you're
was
saying.
no one there. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we had three orders in our first 2 hours, and all 3 of those people were not patrons of the bar, so they came for our food. Which is, we're trying to figure out what this NFL crowd is like and what it's going to do to business. So
it seems like it's not there.
Yeah,
that's what it's like.
So we're gonna work on getting some people there, try some different things to see if we can't boost that a little bit. Justin did 1,500 yesterday, serving German food.
Yes, it is Oktoberfest. I did. We'll go into it, but I did about 2,200 yesterday.
Nice.
I beat you, Justin. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
What?
Is your Amazon device?
I don't have an Amazon device in here that I'm aware of.
Or was that Siri? Did you call Siri Justin?
No.
Just so you can talk tough to it.
Yeah, listen up here, bitch.
What was I saying?
500 at Trail Point.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was
lack of NFL crowd.
We cooked accordingly.
We cooked half a pork butt and 3 burn-ins.
Chad apparently can hear us today.
Yay!
He did 172 on Wednesday.
Powerful.
Justin said it was 95 degrees there. Yeah,
wow.
I would like to get into the little heat wave that everybody's been having in September. It sucked. I'm so glad it's fucking over.
In upstate New York, it was 95 yesterday. Shit.
Yeah. He said it was only 95 degrees.
It's dry heat, though.
Yeah, it's nice dry heat. It's not there.
No, it's moist as moist can be.
You're getting all that dew off the falls.
You're dripping from everywhere.
Yeah, so Sunday, ending the week on that was, yeah, it is what it is. We planned accordingly. I worked the first half of the day by myself. Chris came in around 3. Yeah. So we got to listen to the Lions game while we cleaned the trailer and got some deep cleaning done. Moved some equipment away from the walls and cleaned behind it. And yeah.
Did we get Caleb on the floor taking care of those screws on the diamond plate?
You think I had 3 people on the trailer yesterday?
We said we. I didn't think you were on the trailer yesterday.
Why wouldn't I be? I work slow days. I don't work the fucking busy days.
Oh. All right. Did you have Chris on the floor scraping the screws?
No, Chris was too busy watching the game.
Oh. I don't picture Chris a football fan.
He is when it's in front of him and it's the teams he likes. He wouldn't be able to tell you who the Lions play next week or what time.
Okay.
But he will have the most anxiety watching the game because he's a huge Lions fan.
I love those guys. I love those people.
It was superstitious at the end of last year. He had to watch the game with the same person at the same place. I invited him over for the NFC Championship, and he wouldn't do it because he's watched the game with this guy.
Yeah.
So
we had that too.
He is a weird sports fan.
Good for him.
Yeah.
At least he's a sports fan.
But I told him, I said, I don't ever want to hear you complain about Caleb standing around looking at his phone while you're cleaning shit.
That would be true. Yes.
Apparently Justin's chiming in with this whole week now. He did 1,800 on Friday. Served 200 hamburgers and 150 hot dogs at a homecoming, and then watched them get throttled by Duke. So yeah, fun times. Bernie says, good morning, Josh, and I guess Skippy.
Hold on a second. I thought Bernie and Justin were the same person.
No, Jason.
Oh, Scanlon.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Justin. My bad. Please accept my sincere apologies.
Jason, fuck you.
I've got our 6 listeners mixed up. My apologies.
This is why it's not 7.
Exactly.
You keep yelling at the wrong ones.
Damn it.
How
about we just yell at Chad?
All right.
Just be the only one. Love you, Chad.
I try not to yell at anybody. But the rest of the week, I mean, was, our normal awesomeness.
I mean, did you have a good week, though? Was it a good week?
Was it a good week?
Yeah. Was it a good week?
Let me see. Let's see. I'll tell you what we did first, and then we'll
start with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm pulling up my stuff here. Just a second. Last week we did a $15,000 week.
And you had 2 Aetna days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 small ones. 2 small Aetna days.
Speaking of Aetna, I talked to one of the Aetna people from Jackson, and they said your food was moderately fair.
Yeah, that's what we shoot for.
Oh, they said it was good.
That's good. I'm glad that they're finding you too. Did they come out to your trailer?
Yeah, they come to. We were at Meckley's.
Is it one of your regulars?
Like my regular people? No.
Yeah. Okay.
I noticed he was wearing an Aetna shirt, and I actually approached him or asked him.
Believe it or not, Skip, we actually try to send people to you when we're in that area.
As do I, and I appreciate that.
When they ask us where we're from, and we say Grand Rapids, we say, but there's another lesser than barbecue truck, but it's still pretty good down the road.
Lesser than. Wow.
Yeah. BP and Blows barbecue.
Wow. It's P and BJ's. Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry. I always get it confused.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, so we had it was a pretty good week. We did 26 on Friday.
Yeah, where was your Friday?
And that was all dinner pretty much. Corwell Health in Grand Haven for lunch, and then Tanglewood Winery.
Tanglewood's turned out to be a good spot for you.
Oh, it's always been, outside of 1 or 2, it's always been pretty good. We got a heads up on this week that they had a rehearsal party coming in to do cocktails there in the evening. And that they would probably be buying food. So that was 80 people, and I would say probably 90% of them bought food based on what Chris said. The downside is we closed, or supposed to close at 8:00. They didn't get there until about 7.
Ooh, I hate that. You had that before, where you were out of food and somebody showed up at like 2 minutes late.
Yeah. So, but everybody got food. We were well prepared, and we were not going to be out of food there.
Did you charge for them?
Did I charge who?
Oh, sorry. You said it was a rehearsal. Okay, never mind. Nothing.
Yeah, we didn't cater it.
Yes, my apologies.
Yeah, we were just made aware that they were going to have 80 extra people on top of their normal crowd.
Beautiful.
And for us to adjust accordingly if we saw fit. So we did. None of them could have ate. They could have gotten food somewhere else before they came there for drinks. So It was a complete roll of the dice for us, and it paid off. So
Good.
Yeah, they did just over $1,000 from 7 to 8.
Wow.
On Friday. So they were only mildly grumpy because then they had to clean the whole trailer after they closed. Like on a normal night, especially going until 8 o'clock, you can get most of our stuff done.
Yeah.
You know, you only have a few.
That's what I love about barbecue trucks. Like we
Yeah.
can break down in 15 minutes if we really wanted
Yeah,
to.
like you can get most of the dishes done before we close. That was not the case. So
Wow.
yeah, I think I saw Chris at about 9:30 that night,
Ooh.
and it's only a 20-minute drive.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing he gets paid a salary.
Yeah.
He may have not figured that out yet. Hopefully he's listening. It's for raise, Chris.
Well, maybe if he gets a surf safe certification done, he can have one.
Absolutely.
I paid for it 2 years ago.
Oh boy.
Love you, Chris. Get it done this winter. Yeah, 4 months to figure out how to get to a computer to take the frickin' classes. Your local library would be great.
I bet you Josh will allow you to come to his house and do it.
You think I just have like a stack of computers here that?
No, you have the one. Well, plus
Yeah,
the basement.
that I use
basement
all
dungeon.
the time. There's not a computer down there.
Isn't that where your wife works?
Yeah, on her laptop.
Oh.
Which she uses when she's here.
Maybe you need to spring for a laptop. A work laptop.
No.
All your employees can do all their training on.
What training?
Exactly.
What training do you think we have?
You just throw them in the fire.
The software that we have for training purposes.
That's why I always love watching like the show like Bar Rescue. He does the reveal at the end. He's like, and we've given you a lifetime membership to Taffer Virtual Television. I will train your employees. I'm like, what the hell kind of training do you need?
For bartenders, I get it.
Well, you either know how to make a drink or you don't. I don't see very many people hiring non bartenders or non experienced bartenders.
Well, then where do you get experience?
Luck. You fake it till you make it.
Justin suggested we put them all on Post-it notes so we can keep everybody straight.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You should do that on the U.S. sign behind you. You should put everybody's name, what state they're listening in.
Yeah, in all my free time, I'll get right on that.
I'll have my peacocks hold their names in their beaks.
I have yet to finish my reorganization of my office, and it probably won't be done for another 10 weeks. So
I was gonna say it's a winter project.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, other than that, it was a good week.
Good.
Yeah, we bailed on the Kentwood Food Truck Festival because of our fire permit expiring, and I just didn't have time to get it redone before that week.
They wouldn't have done it on site.
No.
No. Okay. I didn't know some places do.
That's not the way we work over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to have it in hand, ready to go. They actually asked for it beforehand, like the paper copy.
Yeah.
Just so they can be prepared. I had to get my fire extinguishers retagged. Everything was out of date.
Yeah.
No, just because no one's asked for it, and mine was up in August or something like that. And it's like, I do not have time.
I in the beginning of the year, it was everybody wanted fire safety stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like towards the end, nobody's caring.
Well,
I don't hear too much about it anymore.
For us, it's just festivals. That's the only time we ever get asked for it. You know,
shit. I don't even think we get asked for it anymore.
Yeah. So, and if we see the same fire inspector, like if we're in downtown, the first Riverside Park, he has a list, and he'll check off the people. And if you're on the list the next time, if you're already on his list, then he just kind of skips you and goes on. Stop and say hi, and anything changed? Nope. Okay, good. So
have a great day.
Yep. So yeah, for the most part, it's not horrible, but yeah, we get to any of these festivals, and if there's a decent chance that someone's going to ask about it. So,
Yeah.
if they at least want to see your fire extinguishers and make sure that they're within code. So, I didn't want to take the chance of showing up there and then getting turned away. So we just bailed on it. We went to Newaygo instead. All worked out for the best from what I'm hearing from various people around the Grand Rapids area. It was, I mean, not 95 degrees, but it was 87 degrees. From what I heard, the Kentwood Food Truck Festival was a ghost town. And this is from people that Pam had said it. She went there, and I had another friend that was there that said it was awful.
Squirrel moment. Sorry. Speaking of Pam, I might be hiring a Pam. I might have my own Pam.
Nice. My Pam was better, though. Guaranteed.
Only thing I think about when I hear the name Pam is the Step Brothers. Did you say Pam? 2 M's. Anyway.
So yeah, and then there was some people set up for Art Prize downtown Grand Rapids, and they said there was no one walking around. It was just so hot. Not the weather you want for walking around in concrete.
Did they have the 17 food trucks they had last year?
No. This is just normal setup stuff. And they usually do pretty good. He said last year he did $6,700 on that day last year.
Jeez.
This year, 4 hours in, he was at 600.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So,
that's weird. You guys got hit with a lot of heat.
Yeah, it was warm over here.
We had heat, but it wasn't bad.
It was between that and the lack of rain. I switched to water my yard 4 times a day.
Oh, well,
just to try to save my grass so I could do the fall treatment on it.
Yeah.
You know, it was brutal. And we had a whole week where there wasn't a cloud in the sky. So it was just beating down sun and warm. We set records, I think, 3 days at least. Anyways, so yeah, we went to Newaygo. It had been about a month since we'd been up there. We sold out in an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, it was busy. We had 4 orders over $100, another 5 orders that were between 75 and 100.
Great ticket prices.
It's hard to prepare for that.
Oh, for sure.
I think I made 6 sandwiches.
Have you ever looked at your menu and actually added everything up? And if somebody says, "Wow, it's too much to choose from," and you say, "Here's the dollar amount for one of everything,"
I should. That'd be a fun
I did. Last year, I had somebody who was thinking about booking us for catering come up and order one of everything. It was like $164 and some change. I'm like, that's not bad.
No,
it's a good price. It's a good price.
It's a lot of food.
It's not bad at all. We got asked a lot this week for bulk meats. Like, I just want brisket or I just want pork. I'm like, well, we don't normally do that because, truth be told, make more money on sandwiches than we do bulk orders. But
you're gonna add it in?
For the cafe, we will. I just don't have a scale on the truck, so I have to guess. You have a scale, don't you?
They sell those, you know.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. But I don't offer it. I just know it's there. So typically I'll sell them a sandwich without a bun and they get a quarter pound, and I just see the look when they see how light their styrofoam container is.
Well, then I got to respond to...
I thought you were having a seizure for a minute. Working never stops, folks. Working never stops.
It's Matt. Cleaning Matt.
He's running late?
They're redoing our road.
Oh.
So half of it's being widened to another lane, and the rest of it got resurfaced. So he got to the part where it was closed.
Oh, whoops.
And it's aggressively closed at one end, which is awesome for everybody that lives on the street because they had it aggressively closed at both ends. And I live in a perfect spot where there's no other way to get out.
How'd you get out? Did they build you like a little driveway kind of thing?
Somebody went and moved the fucking signs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like every subdivision you pulled into to try to get around it,
Yeah.
just kicked you right back out inside of the hard close. I'm
Oh.
like, it's the worst construction crew I've ever
So how
encountered
have
in
you
my
been
life.
getting in and out of your driveway during this time? Did they
It
build
works.
you like a?
No.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like a full rebuild. So in front of us, it was just they took off the top layer and then repaved.
Oh, yeah.
So once they got,
Because that's going to solve the world's problems.
the road wasn't even that bad, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah,
there was the best thing they did was they actually didn't put cones in the median, like in the center lane, in front of our house. So we actually had room to get the trailer in and out fairly easily.
Without jackknifing or without. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The worst part of it was when they were surfacing, putting pavement down right in front of the house when Chris came back. So he had to pull in forward instead of backing in, which then just made it, I told him to, but getting the trailer back turned around. I don't have the driveway space to do it. So I ended up having to pull the trailer into the yard.
Oh.
Which is, luckily, I mean, it's been hard. It's hard enough that I don't have, it's not too bad.
The wife?
Quincy, hold on a second. Quincy.
The wife wasn't home.
28th Street. Has me doing Quincy.
Well, I gotta think.
Don't hurt yourself. So we'll go into my week as you're doing that.
Work.
We had a lot of catering. We have a lot of catering for the rest of the month. Tuesday, I had PT on Monday. That hurt a lot, which I appreciate. I was told by my nice little Indian fella that PT does not stand for physical therapy. It stands for pain and torture. So that's pretty much what I got. Tuesday we traveled to Romulus. Did a lunch for a big semi truck, either builder, manufacturer, parts dealer. They deal in Mack trucks. They always give us, me and my helper at the time, a free T-shirt. So I'm a dog fan, and it says my dog is my co-pilot, and it's the Mack truck dog. So then we had an event at our local, or for our local energy supplier, Consumers Energy. And we were told there was 4 food trucks there: Burger Truck, Num Num Ninja, who we had on the podcast, Egg Roll Girl, and me. And we were told 2,000 people were going to be there. So, of course, we didn't ask. We should have asked for a minimum, but we did not. I was offered one, and I didn't take it because I wanted to try to make a good relationship with it. It seems as if 1,500 did not get the invite. So
How many did you plan on feeding? Like, what was your prep?
I plan on feeding 100.
Okay.
Like I was thinking 100 people. 4 food trucks, 2,000 people. I was figuring half were going to eat. 100, 125. I think I had 5 butts and 2 briskets and 3 full pans of mac, because I figured kids were going to be there. So, 125 probably. So I was probably light, but I wanted to sell out because I was tired as hell anyway. But yeah, so we stayed the whole time. But what's good is our town, or the Consumers Energy, will, in times where there's blackouts or power problems where a lot of people are affected, they will hire food trucks to go out and offer meals. And we just run a tab, and consumers will just pay the tab. So we are now on that list, should the time ever arise. Hopefully it's not my neighborhood. We had 2 drop-offs on Wednesday, our normal roadside on Thursday. I think we had like 30 orders all day, but over half of them was asking us about the restaurant, so that's really good. They're anticipating it. Saturday, I wanted to die. Probably should have. I had an event, from 9 to 3. That's a beer can. An event from 9 to 3, and then a wedding at 6. The event was like 40 minutes from where I live, and then the wedding was probably another 30 minutes south of that. So luckily I was able to stay hooked up. We did about 1,500 in the morning, and then it was a $2,000 wedding. The problem is my helper unfortunately was indisposed, so I just had to book it down to the wedding to make sure I got there. And then I met the mother of the groom, who's shitting bricks because it seems like nobody's ever on time. I showed up at 5:30. I was told by the bride that people weren't eating till 6:30. And I told her that, and she's like, God damn it, I wish she would tell me that shit. I'm like, so I had all the food set up by 6. You want to guess what time they ate?
7 o'clock.
6:45. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was supposed to just do a drop off. And I'm like, oh, I got my trailer here, so I might as well just restock the buffet when I need to. So I did that for them. They got married. This is the one I messaged you about, the needing a minister over on the west side. So They got married Friday evening on the beach over on Lake Michigan, and then had the reception Saturday evening. And during their wedding speech, I guess, they both gave a speech about their lives, how they met, whatever. They both propped me out and said thanks. We were really hoping they would be able to do it. He had knee surgery. We didn't know if he'd be able to do it. We called 2 other people. Nobody returned their phone call. And then they were like, well, let's just try them. And I'm like, yep, I'll absolutely do it. And they were very, very happy with me. So that's good. So the moral of that story is, for all you caterers out there, return your goddamn phone calls.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Don't return your phone calls so I get your business. Anyway. And then yesterday we had our Flavor Fruit Farm that we pay 10% to go to, which kind of sucks. But even with the weather and basically nothing going on there other than just people showing up, we did about 2,100.
Nice.
So overall week, we did. You said you did 15. I didn't do that. Overall week. I don't even know what I'm doing here. We did 72. But people's invoices paid weeks before. We were up in transactions. So we are still year to date down this year. We dropped below 4. We're at 3.5% down. So I still attribute to that being off for 4 weeks.
Cool. We are, let's see here.
My average net sale is up almost 8%.
Let me see here. Just a second. Please stand by. Why might not?
Transactions are down 10%.
And then share.
Look at that.
Let me get to the dashboard. Though I like that one better.
I actually like that one better.
Yeah. Well, it's just because it has the extra day in it. It throws it off. Oh, that's not right. I don't like this one anymore.
This year, bud.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
There you go. Good for you. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, this one still hurts, but it doesn't matter when that one here
transactions don't matter because you're doing more catering.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a massive average check.
There's so yours is 34, mine's 31.
Yeah. So up by 18% from last year, which is all catering. So
wow, you are 62% card and 38% cash. I'm 73 and 25.
But keep in mind, all of our Aetnas have paid in cash. Those are all cash transactions.
They just give you a stack of cash?
Pretty much. It's a bank transfer. It's cash.
Oh, okay. All right. ACH. Gotcha.
Yeah. But not through Square. They just direct deposit, and then I put it in as cash.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You can do ACH through Square.
I know. They have the link.
Gotcha.
But they just wanted to do it that way.
I understand. It's great. Fantastic.
God, stop being jealous.
I'm far from jealous, bud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very
stop
happy.
being passive-aggressive anger, Lee.
Would you like me to just be aggressive?
Sure.
Great job.
Listen, you're not handing it. That's still passive-aggressive.
No, I'm saying. Fine. Great job. Is that better? I was a little grunty.
I don't think you understand what we're talking about.
I have no idea. You're right. I've got no clue.
When you say something nice, but it has a different tone.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
Joshua?
clear that you don't mean what you're saying.
Great job today.
See, that's better.
Great job. Year to date.
Justin says, do you guys entertain or get asked about weddings 18 months away?
Yes.
Are you worried about the prices changing? He said he just had someone reach out about an October 2026 wedding.
I got you beat. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah.
I don't know. I'm in business in 3 years, but sure, I'll take your wedding.
No, I told him I had somebody reach out for August 2026, and I just responded to somebody for next year. And first of all, I love people that want to get their affairs in order, because I took a booking last year for, I think it's this or next October. So I love when people get their affairs in order. You know, they're typically the easiest people to work with, other than the last minute ones that you just want to overcharge because they're last minute and it shouldn't be your fault. But anyway, never overcharge people.
Nice save.
Never overcharge people. Yeah, absolutely. Entertain it. Just put the thing. It's like, I can give you a price, but I can't guarantee the price is going to be accurate based off product fluctuations. You know.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen.
I've done the same thing where they're getting this year's price list, and then I let them know. I said, hey, I don't foresee anything for next year, but I have no idea what it's going to look like in 2 years. So there may be a slight adjustment on prices, at which point in time you can reevaluate if you'd like, but we're happy to lock you in for 2029.
Yeah. Oh, you want to reserve a date for your daughter? Good. Yes. When's she getting married? Oh, she's only 12. Great.
So, yeah, we do advanced stuff a lot. 18. I don't know that we've booked anything for that far out. We get a lot of, hey, we're just kind of trying to get a handle on prices and just shopping around type of thing. But yeah, I haven't had anybody book that far out. So our best has been just over 12 months, I think. I think we had a 14-month last year. Book for this year.
Let me look. You want to talk about catering? Since you brought up a catering question, let's talk about catering. We've established you do drop-offs.
So do you.
Correct.
Okay.
Do you limit? Oh, by the way, I'm on your website. When does your today's location change?
Tomorrow. When is it, from like last week? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
It's from 9/1.
Yeah, so just a few weeks ago. Been a little busy.
Anyway, do you limit not limit, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you limit the amount you do? Like, do you sell by the pan? Let's put it that way.
No.
Okay, so it's everything for you is by the person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, there we go. So when you drop food off, hold on. So let's say that somebody has 200 people.
Okay.
And you need to drop food off for 200 people.
First of all, I'm not just dropping and going for that. Okay.
Understandable. I get it. Completely
Mhm.
understand. So then do you charge accordingly for your time to stay there and like man the buffet?
That's all in there.
It's all a part of your price.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't discount for dropping and leaving.
Okay.
Everything's priced the same. Doesn't matter. Unless they are asking for something out of the ordinary, like for us to serve, which we have never done. Not once have we ever served people food.
You did you did the family style one. Can't
Yeah,
say
but we're not really serving off the buffet. Like, yeah,
you served the table.
and we charge them more.
I would
for
imagine. Yeah.
a lot more.
Absolutely. The question I have is I have by the pan. So if somebody comes up to you or emails you and say, "Hey, I want 2 pans of brisket and a pan of pork for a party I'm having." How do you charge for that?
Never once had anybody ask me that.
Really?
How much does a pan weigh?
10 pounds.
Every pan?
No, 10 to 12, give or take. Depends how much you put in there. I mean, realistically, but
Well, it depends on the brisket. It depends on the pork.
yeah, I mean it's 10 to 12 pounds.
You know this. You cook two briskets that are exact same weight when they go in the smoker.
They're going to be too different when they come
yield.
out.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes. So you would then, if somebody asked you that, let's just hypothetically.
How many people?
Okay.
Is my follow-up question. How many people do you need to feed?
Okay. And then you would charge by the person.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do like by the pound, because you do by the pounds.
Only if they come and pick it up from the truck.
Okay.
If they take us out of the equation altogether, then yeah. We'll try.
Okay.
We'll let them. And for some people, like they need to feed 10 people. Can you guys do catering for 10 people? I said we can. But if you want to save yourself a little bit of money, just come to the truck and get 5 pounds of pork. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. No. Why would we do by the pound for catering?
So I sell by the pan. Like if somebody wants something small, they can get a half pan of pork or a full pan of pork or something like that.
But
and
then, so your food cost is all over the place then?
No, my food cost would be the same.
No, it wouldn't, because each pan's going to weigh different.
Each pan, no, it'll weigh whatever I want it to weigh, because I could weigh it at the end.
So how do you figure that?
If I want each pan to weigh 10 pounds, I'm going to make sure it weighs 10 pounds. I'm going to get a scale out and make sure it weighs 10 pounds.
Okay.
Right? You tell me you weigh your briskets at the end or you weigh your butts at the end to figure out what your yield was, right? What's the difference? If I know those 2 butts are going in 1 pan, I know how much it weighs.
Okay. All right.
Is that right? Or am I off?
It just seems harder for your customers to figure out how much they need.
Oh, well, I put on the website that it feeds anywhere for like a full pan will feed 40 to 60.
I know, but then they're guessing.
Correct. Absolutely.
So why don't you just do per person?
I do have per person.
How many different pricing models do you have?
Just those 2.
Okay.
Because I'll have somebody ask me for like a full pan of wings. Okay, here you go. I do a lot of just that sort of stuff, like just by the pan stuff. I don't do a lot of by the person stuff. Okay. I was just wondering, because if you're just strictly by the yeah, okay. I had somebody ask me to quote them a 200-person wedding for next year, and I said by the person it's like $16 a pound or $16 a person, plus tax, blah blah. And they're like, "Don't you do by the pound or by the pan too?" I'm like, yeah, but anything over 100 kind of gets a little tough. Because typically by the pan, I don't stay and serve. I just drop and go. I'll set it up and go. Very very rarely do I actually stay there and replenish.
Okay. Anytime that we have anything that needs to be swapped out, 9 times out of 10 we're staying to do it.
Are you using your nice racks or disposable ones?
It depends.
Okay.
Usually we use the nice ones. If we don't have anything else going on, our nice ones always go out. If we're staying there.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.